People are talking about Morgan Rielly like he's fucking Zdeno Chara. Like this guy is like a piece of shit. He should be in jail. Like it's Morgan Rielly. Like give me a break. Like first and foremost, if he hadn't proved it already, I think Morgan Rielly should be the captain of the Toronto Maple Leafs. I'm sorry. Like the fact that this guy has the stones to step up and be like, nah, that ain't happening on my watch. That pissed me off. I'm gonna get in your fucking grill. Again, don't like the fact that he hit him in the chops. I never, say do that. But I think the fact that there was a response again reinstills everything I know about Morgan Rielly. The guy is just a perfect Maple Leaf. He cares. He's the one guy that you just never doubt. And the fact that people are looking at this guy like some kind of monster is insane to me. Like people are calling for like a Dale Hunter suspension. Like this is ridiculous that this league has gone to this point where something like that happens and people are calling for this guy's head. It's insane to me.
Yeah, I think it's embarrassing that he's going to get 5 at least. I mean, you look at some of the stick work that doesn't elicit a
I know.
suspension and that just gets a $5,000 fine, and then this guy gets 5 games minimum. He's probably going to get 5 or 6. If it goes up to 7 or something, I'll have lost faith in the NHL in general. But it's a dangerous thing they don't want to do. You don't cross check guys up in the neck and the head. Understood. What is the repercussions of when you do it well? Was it, how aggressive was it? Did he mean to? Was that his intent? I think if you look at it from all the different camera angles, you can say, yeah, it wasn't like nastily trying to go at his teeth and knock his front row out. He went
Yeah.
at him with a higher cross check that started on the shoulder, and when you cross check him on the shoulders, the guy dips down or it glances off the shoulder pad or wherever, and it goes up. And what's next? His neck and his ear and his mouth and his head and his helmet. So if you're cross checking high, there's a chance you're going to get him up high in the head, and he did, and he's going to pay for it, which is fine. But I mean, you give the guy 2 games or something, it sends the same message. He's not a dirty player. He doesn't have a history of this. You can tell that wasn't his initial point of contact. But no, they're going to send a message, and everyone's talking about this, and there's a huge spotlight on it because the Leafs have the biggest fan base on the planet, and everyone's talking about it. And Peros is going, oh, I better send a big message. Let's do an in-person hearing and say that we handled it properly, and we don't put up with that. It's like, I just don't think it's right. It's too much, and you can look at all the details that go before it and realize, 2 game, maybe 3 is plenty. But no, of course they got to go overboard and nail the Leafs with this one, and it just sucks. But again, I don't even care because it is what it is. They've won without Morgan Rielly for some unknown reason. It's odd, but I would rather have this, even though I don't like the extra suspension. I don't like the hit to the head. I'd rather have this than him just skate by and do nothing. I'd be screaming, throwing shit at the TV going, you gutless chicken shits. You don't care about that team. You don't care about the logo on your chest. You don't have any pride. All the honor is gone from the game. This idiot goes and just clap bombs the shit of it. Might as well throw up the double finger to your whole bench, and you guys don't do a damn thing about it. That would piss me off more than anything.
So how many games? That is the question. You talked about it. He's been offered an in-person hearing, would suggest it's probably going to be more than 5 games. At the time of the hit, I was like, okay, maybe 3 games. But after doing some digging, it looks very, very similar to David Perron and Alan Walsh. Perron's agent was speaking up. Surprise, surprise on social media. I think it's going to be 6 games. Where do you stand? And this is not your opinion. What do you think it's going to be?
It's not my opinion, or it is?
It is in your opinion, because our opinions are probably the same. I think 3 or 4 games does it, but it's not going to be that.
I think an in-person guarantees 5, correct?
Doesn't guarantee it, just gives them the option for 5+ games.
Right. So, yeah, I mean, I don't think you do an in-person if you're going to go less than 5. It's going to be 5, maybe 6. It's too many. It's too much. There's no injury. I think you look at the point of contact was initially on the shoulder. Once he made contact with the head, he dropped his stick and could kind of tell that wasn't his intent. So intent is a big part of it, right?
Yeah.
You put your hands together, 2-hand swing out, and Brashear guy, sorry, that's completely different. But you go at a guy and, heat of the moment, you just go to give him a shot. You just got to be in control of your stick. So he's going to get suspended. But like 6 games, like, come on, guys. Look at some of the shots. Who was that against Simmons or something? Where a guy broke his stick over his shoulder. The other guy cross-checked him right in the face, and 0 games. Like, some consistency is key,
Yeah.
man. I mean, I don't have the reins. I'm not the one making the decisions. It's a difficult job of George Peros. But all you can probably really ask for, everyone's going to have different opinions on what the severity of suspensions should be, but at least have some consistency in it, man. Because this one he's probably going to get 6, man. I mean, if he gets 5, That's still too much, but I'd be surprised if it's not 6. And it's just too much, man. 2-3 games sends the exact same message. Nobody wants that. No one's going to go out there intentionally saying, oh, I'm going to go do that now because he only got 3 games. So what's the point of throwing the book at him? And I truly believe it's because it's such a big story. They're talking about it on the radio this morning. Radio stations from all over the place are calling, asking, can you do a hit on this? Everyone's talking about it. So, oh boy, because they have the biggest market in the world, they're going to clamp down and make sure that there's no, negative publicity around this, which just sucks for the Maple Leafs. I don't think it's really right, and I don't think it's deserved.
Make sure to check out more of our content right here on the Leafs Nation YouTube page. We got long form interviews, we got clips, we got epic rants by Jay Rosehill. We simply have it all. And don't forget, you can find out much more at theleafsnation.com. Thanks so much for watching.